black artists have been taken advantage of completely. And it's time now that we have to put a stop to this incredible injustice.
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse.
The tradition of great performers from Sammy Davis Jr. to James Brown to Jackie Wilson, they usually are broken, torn, and usually just sad. And the story is very sad in the end because the companies take advantage of them.
Jim Carrey has never been one to shy away from speaking his mind, and now it appears he's peeling back the curtain on one of Hollywood's darkest mysteries. Why did Oprah Winfrey and Diddy allegedly fear Michael Jackson?
When we were here the last time shooting the commercial, you were like in between shots, running off, conceiving.
Reportedly, according to Carrey, Michael was never just a music icon. He was a man who knew too much, exposing cracks in the industry's polished surface.
He is a mean, he's a racist, and he's very, very, very devilish.
So was Michael Jackson eliminated for what he knew? Did these industry giants truly conspire against him to protect their own secrets? And if they could go to such lengths with Michael, who's next? Rumors have long circulated that Oprah, with her powerful influence, saw Michael as a threat to the empire she'd carefully built. And Diddy, allegedly working closely with Oprah, he may have shared a similar unease. Together, they held the reins of immense influence that could silence even the loudest voices.
That's why they worked even harder to find a way to silence me. What happens when you're the greatest at the beginning? Nobody wants you to open up for them because you're going to make them look inferior.
Right from the start, Michael Jackson's 1993 interview with Oprah Winfrey was a spectacle. To millions of fans, it looked like a chance for Michael to connect with his audience and address the endless rumors surrounding his life. But to those who know the darker side of Hollywood, that interview seemed more like a setup, a tactic to discredit the king of pop before he had the chance to reveal some of the industry's deepest secrets. Did Oprah have an agenda? Some say she did. Many believe she was pressured by powerful figures in the industry who were eager to keep Michael quiet.
You are not taking anything to change the color of your skin.
Oh God, no.
You did not purposely.
We're trying to control it, and using makeup evens it out because it makes blotches on the skin.
But what actually happened? Oprah Winfrey conducted a highly publicized interview with Michael Jackson at his Neverland Ranch, which subsequently became the most watched interview in television history. The purpose of the interview was to address long-standing rumors that had plagued Jackson since the mid-1980s. These rumors included speculation that Jackson wanted to alter his appearance to appear white, that he desired to change his gender, that he had purchased the remains of the Elephant Man, that he slept in an oxygen chamber, that he had married Elizabeth Taylor, that he suffered from an eating disorder, that his closest companion was a monkey, that this monkey possessed telepathic abilities, that Jackson was leading a secretive double life, and that he was celibate, among other allegations. Initially intended to improve Jackson's public image by allowing him to refute these tabloid rumors and provide insights into his personal life, the interview took a different turn when Oprah began posing very intrusive questions and challenging Jackson's responses. Initially, Oprah broached the topic of Jackson altering his appearance, specifically inquiring about cosmetic surgery. Jackson acknowledged undergoing a nose job but emphasized that he had not made any other alterations to his face. He also disclosed that he had vitiligo, a condition causing loss of skin color.
Skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin is something that I cannot help, okay? But when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me.
Oprah appeared doubtful of Jackson's explanation and persisted in pressing him for further details. If you watch the interview, you'll notice how Oprah interrupts him, seemingly reluctant to let him elaborate on why his skin color had changed.
As I know of, there is no such thing as skin bleaching. I have never seen it. I don't know what it is.
Well, they used to have those products growing up. I used to hear always use bleach and glow, but you'd have to have about 300,000 gallons.
She interrupted him once more when Jackson attempted to discuss how the entire situation saddened him.
And made him sad.
That's the situation here. So please, when people see something like that.
I just want to get this straight. You are not taking anything to change the color of your skin.
Oh, God.
Oprah proceeded to inquire about Jackson's relationship with his father, Joe Jackson, who had faced accusations of mistreating him during childhood. Once more, Jackson confirmed his father's physical discipline and hurtful words, but expressed love for him and a desire to avoid angering him. In response, Oprah questioned Jackson's loyalty to his father and suggested therapy to address his past trauma. The moment that particularly stirred speculation about Oprah's motives was when she delved into Jackson's romantic life, probing whether he was a virgin. Jackson disclosed that he was dating actress Brooke Shields, but declined to answer the question about his virginity, citing it as a personal matter and stating that he held old-fashioned beliefs. Out of nowhere, Oprah implied that Jackson was being deceitful or concealing something, attempting to make him feel extremely uncomfortable. As if that weren't sufficient, Oprah then questioned Jackson about his friendships with young ones, probing why he enjoyed spending time with them. Jackson explained that he found solace in the innocence and purity of young ones, expressing regret over his own lost childhood due to fame. He clarified that he invited young ones to his ranch to bring them happiness. However, Oprah insinuated that there was something improper or unnatural about his behavior, bluntly asking if he ever shared his bed with young ones. These relentless and accusatory questions understandably irked Jackson's fans, who perceived Oprah's approach as disrespectful, insensitive, and biased. Indeed, followers accused Oprah of exploiting Jackson's vulnerability and purposefully attempting to damage his reputation. Essentially, Oprah manipulated the audience by presenting Jackson's responses in a questionable light, which further fueled the allegations against him. Just a few months after the interview aired in the summer of 1993, the first accusations of SA were made public, forever tarnishing Jackson's image. Then, before long, a bombshell documentary, Leaving Neverland, emerged. This 4-hour film follows James Safechuck and Wade Robson as they recount alleged instances of SA at the hands of Michael Jackson when they were young ones. Once again, Oprah became involved, even expressing her support for James and Wade when she interviewed the accusers.
Interesting things about Michael and his particular situation is that the started long before we ever met him.
That particular sequence of events led many to believe that Oprah deliberately betrayed Michael Jackson. Followers expressed their sentiments through comments such as, "Oprah was extremely jealous of Michael Jackson. MJ was extremely beautiful, charismatic, charming, gentle, kind, extremely talented, quite intelligent, and had a strong, large connected family." One more person wrote, "I cannot stand Oprah. She always forced her way of thinking on vulnerable women. Some of the shows on the network I like, but I just don't like her bully tactics. She has this, if you don't think, act, dress like, or live like this, then you're beneath me thing going, my opinion." Many found it quite disturbing that Oprah used her platform to broadcast a hit piece on Michael Jackson, especially given that he was never found guilty of the accusations against him. In contrast, she did not exhibit the same fervor towards her friend Harvey Weinstein, who was found guilty and sentenced to prison. Beyond fans, members of Jackson's family have also openly discussed how they feel Oprah betrayed Michael. For instance, Jermaine Jackson, Michael's older brother, specifically criticized her and other media outlets after Leaving Neverland was released, stating, "So many in media, Inc. Oprah, blindly taking #Leaving Neverland at face value, shaping a narrative uninterested in facts, proof, credibility. We face similar graphic claims plus trial by media in 05. Jury saw through it all. Trial by law proved Michael's innocence long ago. Fact." Another family member, Taj Jackson, who actually grew up with one of the accusers, Wade Robson, expressed his shock at the lies being told. Regarding Oprah, Taj said, "For me, I've seen it happen before. I was there when she was requesting an interview with my grandma and Michael's kids, talking about how Michael was misunderstood. She does what she needs to do to get ratings. To me, it's the ultimate betrayal." Several other family members have spoken out about Oprah's betrayal, and unsurprisingly, Janet Jackson also shares the same sentiments. She believes that Oprah intentionally tried to ruin her brother's career and legacy. Michael was closer to Janet than to any of his other siblings by far.
Growing up,
Mike, we were incredibly close.
So if there's anyone who deeply feels the anger over Michael Jackson's name being tarnished by Oprah, it has got to be Janet Jackson.
I would never do something like that, but I'm still guilty by association.
Now that Oprah is being exposed and criticized for destroying the careers of black entertainers, several media outlets have reported that sources close to the Jackson family, including Janet Jackson, still harbor a grudge against her for initiating a hate campaign against Michael. They believe that an apology from Oprah is long overdue overdue.
Do you think Oprah betrayed Michael?
Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. And I feel like she betrayed not just him, but my family.
As Jim Carrey claims, Michael had begun pulling back the curtain on the entertainment industry, hinting at the shadowy dealings he'd seen firsthand. Jackson wasn't just fighting for his reputation. He was exposing a system, questioning its ethics and abuses, and refusing to be the puppet they wanted him to be. But the more he spoke, the more certain figures felt threatened. People noticed that Oprah's line of questioning seemed less sympathetic and more pointed, almost as if she was primed to steer the narrative in a direction that would protect her own powerful allies. By pushing Michael to talk about his personal issues while subtly mocking him, Oprah seemed to plant seeds of doubt in viewers' minds. Was she doing someone else's bidding to keep him from telling the full truth? And then there's Diddy. Jim Carrey has hinted that Michael wasn't only a threat to Oprah, but also had knowledge of Diddy's connections, especially through Clive Davis, the powerful music executive who mentored Diddy and had ties to many of Hollywood's elite. Michael had often spoken cryptically about the puppeteers in the music industry who controlled artists and took advantage of their fame. Diddy, with his rapid rise and enormous influence, was no stranger to such power plays, and it's widely speculated that he too was a player in the game Michael despised. Michael Jackson's death has long been surrounded by numerous unsolved mysteries and controversies. One persistent mystery involves the claim that Diddy was with Michael Jackson during his final moments and spoke with him. This claim has fueled various controversies, suggesting that Diddy might have been involved in Michael Jackson's untimely demise. In the labyrinthine corridors of Hollywood and the music industry, whispers of a clandestine group have long echoed, a shadowy ensemble purportedly weaving the threads of narratives far removed from the public eye. These murmurs have grown louder, with allegations linking this enigmatic entity to some of the most controversial figures and events in entertainment history.
No one knew. I can't remember exactly who I wound up calling back to see how things were going, and that's when they told me he had passed. He had passed? Yes.
Central to this web of speculation are the names of Sean Diddy Combs and the late Michael Jackson, icons whose legacies are intertwined with tales of intrigue, mystery, and unspoken truths. As we peel back the layers of rumor and conjecture, a complex story begins to emerge, one that challenges our perceptions of fame, power, and secrecy. This narrative does not seek to confirm or deny, but to explore the depths of the stories that have captivated the world's imagination. And then Fahim Muhammad's story is one that's been raising eyebrows for a while, especially among those who follow celebrity conspiracy theories. Known as Michael Jackson's head of security, Fahim was right in the thick of it when the King of Pop passed away in 2009, and his position in Jackson's inner circle has led many to wonder just how much he knows. But what really gets people talking is Fahim's later association with Sean Diddy Combs, especially his connection to Diddy's son, Justin Combs. The connection between Fahim and Diddy's son, Justin, makes this all the more interesting. Justin has grown up in a world of fame, thanks to his father's influence, and Fahim's role as a figure in both Michael Jackson's and Diddy's lives has led some people to suggest he could act as a bridge between major players in the industry. This connection has even sparked wilder theories that Diddy might somehow be involved in orchestrating events, potentially for control or influence. Some go as far as to wonder if Diddy used Fahim to keep tabs on Michael Jackson, speculating that Diddy could have even had a hand in Jackson's downfall. In the world of conspiracy theories, these links between Fahim, Michael Jackson, and Diddy paint a picture of an entertainment industry where alliances and secrets are carefully guarded, and power players pull strings from behind the scenes. Whether there's truth to it or not, these theories capture people's imaginations, keeping Fahim Muhammad a figure of mystery and speculation.
You were trying your best to comfort her. You were Auntie Janet at that moment? When she turned to you, did you just want to scoop her up?
Conservative pundit Candace Owens has ignited a storm of controversy with her recent statements, alleging a connection between Diddy's ongoing lawsuit and the tragic demise of pop legend Michael Jackson. Owens made these bold claims on her podcast, where she delved into the intricacies of Diddy's legal troubles and expressed concern over what she sees as a notable lack of media attention. According to Owens, there exists a significant correlation between Diddy's legal challenges and the enigmatic circumstances surrounding Michael Jackson Jackson's passing. This case is arguably bigger than the Jeffrey Epstein case, and yet the media is silent on it. Why? Owens questioned her social media followers. Terrifying to consider, but Hollywood and our politicians are being blackmailed into compliance. Additionally, she highlighted the connection between the individual allegedly involved in concealing Diddy's son's role in a shooting incident and Michael Jackson's former head of security, who was present at the time of the pop icon's death. Owens posits that individuals of this nature might resort to drastic measures, including to safeguard their interests. Furthermore, during her podcast, Owens outlined 5 pivotal insights gleaned from Diddy's recent lawsuit, positing that its ramifications could surpass even those of the infamous Jeffrey Epstein case. She also took to social media to voice her apprehensions, emphasizing the scant media attention directed towards Diddy's legal entanglements, and hinting at potential implications for influential figures in both politics and Hollywood. The Diddy case is arguably bigger than the Jeffrey Epstein case, and yet the media is virtually silent on it, Owens tweeted along with a link to her podcast. That's because they are implicated. It is dark, but we now know that both politicians and celebrities are being blackmailed. Expanding on her claims, Owens reiterated her stance in the YouTube caption, suggesting that both the media and Hollywood have motives for suppressing coverage of the Combs lawsuits. She perceives a dark agenda at work, one geared towards shielding prominent individuals from public scrutiny and consequences. Despite provoking debate and skepticism, Owens's assertions bring attention to the intricate power dynamics within the entertainment industry and underscore the far-reaching implications of legal controversies involving influential figures. Consider this. Clive Davis, a legendary figure in the music business, had worked with both Michael and Diddy. Michael's path diverged sharply from Clive's playbook. He started fighting against the very system that Clive represented. The connection between Diddy and Clive could have been exactly the kind of alliance Michael was wary of, and by refusing to play along, he became the outsider. Carrey's sources suggest that Michael was aware of how some executives, perhaps even Diddy himself, benefited from keeping artists like him under control. Diddy's rise wasn't without rumors either. There were whispers that he was willing to do whatever it took to rise to the top, and Michael might have been one of the few people who knew the truth. Jim Carrey's claims don't stop there. He suggests that Michael had even more damaging information about Diddy and his inner circle. Could it be that Diddy, alongside Oprah, had vested interests in seeing Michael silenced before he blew the lid off Hollywood's dirty secrets? We know that Michael's final years were plagued by relentless scrutiny and scandal. It's hard not to wonder, were these truly coincidences, or were they orchestrated to keep him distracted, discredited, and quiet? The deeper you dig, the more you uncover the spiderweb of connections between these power players. Michael wasn't just talking about the music industry in a general sense. He was calling out specific figures and hinting at specific wrongdoings. He referenced his experiences of feeling used and manipulated, making it clear he had no loyalty to those who exploited others. Jim Carrey has repeatedly stated that Michael's determination to break free from these puppet strings made him a serious target. Michael Jackson privately expressed intense fears about certain matters, a sentiment shared by some of his family members. Now, let's shift our focus to his family, a legendary dynasty that has left an indelible mark on modern music. From their early Motown success as the Jackson 5, to Janet's groundbreaking achievements and Michael's lasting legacy as the king of pop, their impact is undeniable. However, Michael Jackson still found himself in many serious allegations. Michael Jackson once found himself in a controversial situation, with an official arrest warrant issued for his alleged inappropriate behavior with young ones.
It was the most humiliating ordeal of my life, but if this is what I have to endure to prove my innocence, so be it.
As Michael Jackson faced the grave allegations and turned himself in just weeks later, his legal situation reached a critical point. He was grappling with serious allegations, experiencing a low point in his life. Despite a tumultuous life frequently unfolding in the public eye, the abrupt passing of Michael Jackson on June 25, 2009, elicited genuine shock. After decades marked by more unsettling tabloid headlines than chart-topping hits, it appeared that the entertainer was poised to redirect his focus to his career. He had committed to a 50-night residency at London's esteemed O2 Arena for a comeback show titled This Is It, promising an extravagant retrospective of his illustrious career. Unbeknownst to Jackson's fans at the time was the extent of his health struggles and the race he and his team faced to ready him for the stage. This involved addressing issues such as insomnia and dependency that had developed in his later years, alongside efforts to maintain a healthy diet. The details of his final 24-hour meals, a crucial aspect often mired in misinformation, shed light on the efforts undertaken to ensure his well-being during this critical period.
I get the breakfast ready for the children in the morning around 8:30, like that, 9 o'clock. And they're having breakfast and time goes by and...
In one chilling statement, Michael said, "They're trying to destroy me." Was this a warning to the world? A signal that he was fighting a battle much bigger than anyone could see? And could Oprah and Diddy have been part of the very machinery Michael sought to expose? Jim Carrey's inside sources indicate that both had reasons to feel threatened, reasons they might have wanted him out of the picture. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.